sound funny?
I'm Alex, and I'm almost 10 because my birthday is on April 11th. I play with my Pokemon and sometimes I exercise because I like to run, and I ran a quarter mile around the circle outside. In fast break soccer, no one ever gonna go past me. And I do taekwondo. See right here, a few days ago I got the sweat stripes for my breaking technique. I am breaker, born in half to get my red stripe.
Well, Alex is adopted. We've been with him since he was born.
Literally.
We were in the delivery room with him. His mother came from Mexico and somehow found her way to Delaware, to an adoption agency there that we were using, Adoptions from the Heart. It was open adoption. She was an older mother, so we didn't look so old to her, so she chose us. And we were overjoyed. We had been waiting for quite a while, and we were to the point where we were going to say we're getting a little too
She wanted
old
to give up, and I said,
to be parents. Because 50 when he was born. So, but it's been an interesting journey with him ever since. He's been a joy. He's always been a good-natured child.
Healthy.
Healthy.
Other than the CP. You wouldn't have known anything until you was 18.
And we didn't really realize there was any medical issue with that Alex had until about 18, 20 months old. He was
stealing shopping carts from the little girls in the daycare just so he could walk with them.
he could cruise, but he couldn't walk on his own. He was tested early intervention, and the first time he was tested, his tone looked well, everything looked fine. They just thought some orthotics would do it. And a couple months later, he still couldn't walk. So we saw the developmental pediatricians and the orthopedist and the neurologist, and they all let us know that he had spastic diplegia, although the neurologist now is starting to think it's more spastic quadriplegia because there's his upper body involvement as well.
But not affected as much.
Not as much as his legs. So we were like, oh, how can, and I work in special ed, how could I have a child with cerebral palsy and not even know it until he's 2 years old? And they explained that oftentimes it isn't diagnosed till 2-3 years old, depending on how it impacts them, because it's essentially brain damage and it affects every child differently.
I think sometimes I had hard standing up because of my legs were wiggling a little because I couldn't stand up. They weren't that strong. So that's why I needed surgery.
Hey, what are you?
An angry bird.
Oh my goodness.
I, wouldn't trade him for anything in the world. Wouldn't trade, I would love it if he didn't have cerebral palsy. When he was about 5, he asked me one day, he said, "Is there any way I can get a new brain?" And I said, why do you want a new brain, Alex? I said, because you've got a beautiful brain. He goes, if I had a new brain, my legs would work. So he understood from a very young age what was really impacting. It wasn't that his legs didn't have the ability, it was that the messages his brain was sending to his muscles. So he's understood that. So, I mean, yes, I would love to take that all away from him, but can't. It is what it is. So you got to.
But he's so fortunate.
When you have this ability, focus on the ability, because the ability is what makes you you. Never give up because you can do this. You just need to focus on the ability and never give up.